we suddenly started realizing slowly that it was no longer a photograph, it was the video. And people were saying once, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. And then somebody came up with the theory that a video is worth more than 1,000 pictures. Video started coming in. But then what do you do with video? You can't have long videos. What is the public threshold for video consumption? How many seconds, how many minutes? Theories started floating around. Research was being done. Some say 30 seconds, some say a minute. They started applying to marketing videos as well. Companies were seriously running backwards and forwards to revamp their websites, which were hitherto static, because they suddenly realized a bad website is bad for business, because journalism was websites. You're putting information. Companies were doing journalism. They were putting information, product information. How do you package that? And then Gulf News went in for another redesign. Shrink the size of the paper. Maybe it's too big. Make it a little more compact. So it became a Berliner. So it went in for another overhaul. That became even more interactive, where the mantra was, we tell the maximum, most effective stories through the shortest possible word space. And everything else was being driven to the web. So that was print. But then came the mantra that, oh, forget print, it's web first. Because newspaper is tomorrow's news. Tomorrow's news is like 24 hours too late for a newspaper when TV channels and social media has already covered it. So it became web first. We knew that internet was becoming a major enemy/ally as well. We needed to be seen as a newspaper that had an interactive internet feel to it. We knew suddenly that stories didn't have to be told over 1,000 words. Stories could be told over 450 words. We suddenly realized the power of a photograph, which told the story itself, or the power of a headline, or a power of a caption. We suddenly realized through research that 80% of the people read only 20% of a story. That was horrifying to the writers who were sitting and putting in long hours and thought, this is a masterpiece that I've done and I've put my name on it. 1,500 words. Suddenly realized that research is showing, no one's reading you beyond the first 3 paragraphs. What do you do? At that point of time, the face of storytelling, news gathering, news projection, news production started changing. And the writer also had to change. Sure, there's room for the 1,500 word, 2,000 word story. But very rarely would you find that sort of space being given to you in a newspaper today. That's prime real estate. There's a cost in terms of revenue for that space. So now that space exists in the internet, which is a vast universe, unlimited. You put it out there. What you find in the paper is an edited version. How do you get data? Data suddenly became king, more precious over a period of time. Today data is more precious than oil. But how do you capture data? Those concepts were not available then, of measuring. Slowly started happening over a period of time. How do you measure? Analytics. Now we have analytics and Google Analytics and Facebook Analytics, and you can do a weekly slice and a daily slice and geographically, slice things up and put things out there. And slowly, those who didn't adapt started getting left behind. There was another reorientation, re-engineering of the mind. Reset buttons were being pressed. And then just as you were coming to terms with web first, it's now become cell first through social media channels. So whatever comes first on your cell phone. Because today, you don't even go to the web unless you go through it through your cell phone. And you already have the breaking news as a punch or alert on your phone. You probably give very few minutes to the news in the morning when you get up and go through your desktop. After that, you're on your phone. And you have 2 phones. Some people have 3 phones. Each of them may have a specific purpose. Each of them are bringing in specific data that is determined by you and your preferences. So it's all boiled down to serious consumer preferences. But everything is content. Whether it's marketing content, whether it's editorial content, it's the key ingredient today which, according to me, makes the world go around.